Border communities in Katsina State continue to bear the brunt of sanctions being enforced on the military junta in Niger to compel them to return the country to civil rule through the closure of borders. The economic activities at border communities have been severely impacted, and its residents continue to lament their ordeal. TVC News correspondent Abdulateef Yusuf reports.
Dankama town is another border community in Katsina State, which links Maradi through Age district. It is a major route where beans, cassava and small animals like goats and sheep are transported between the two countries and use pestle with activity all day long. But now the road is empty and is only plied by a few people from either side of the border. As you can see across, people going about their daily activities are Nigerian people, while we are standing at the other side of the border in Nigeria. Dankama border links Age town, a local government in Maradi state of Niger Republic. It is a very significant border where a lot of goods and animals are being crisscrossed for sales and domestic rearing. The people here are mostly traders and farmers who need to move around to sell their farm produce in big markets, especially now that the beans harvest has begun. Their greatest challenge, apart from the border closure that has made things very expensive, is the cutting of ties between the two neighbors that can hardly do without one another. Certainly, we are bonded socially and economically with the Nigerian people, but what annoys me most is how some youth are misunderstanding the whole thing, especially in Niger. As for the effect of the border closure, prices just keep changing by the day. We are affected adversely by the price hike and total restriction by the customs. Maize now costs 1,500 per measure, and rice is about 2,500. Things are getting out of hand. Another challenge here is the regular arrest of farmers transporting locally produced beans by custom operatives. Since it is assumed that most of the beans imported from Niger comes through this border, local farmers now fall victim to regular arrest by custom operatives. Apart from the hike in food prices, we are being deprived of our right to trade our locally produced beans. Anytime we try to transport beans to nearby markets, we end up losing them to customs. We are seeking government intervention before things get out of hand. Majority of the people here are less concerned about the unfolding events between ECOWAS and Niger. But if the sanctions continue, it may lead to a shortage of food items and other household materials in both countries. Abdulateef Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.